Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live stream here on the channel for the Black Hood Crew. I am your host slash chauffeur, Darkness30XX of the Black Hood Crew. Name is always there in the corner. You can follow along at the Black Hood Crew on YouTube and Facebook. And you can follow along at my name directly on Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Trovo, TikTok, Instagram. It is Tuesday, August 16th of 2022, and I'm on my way to work on what appears to be a sunny day. You can kind of see the sunlight there in my hands, but if you could see in front of me, it's dark, like damn near black clouds. I can actually see the rain falling from here. That's how much there is. Like, it's ridiculous. So we'll see how today is gonna go. Yesterday, very, very busy day at work because it's Monday, and apparently that's like a dinner bell to some people. That's the best time to show up, come in, to be seen by a doctor for whatever minor little issue they have. But yeah, so very busy day. Hopefully we'll see a less busy day than we did yesterday. Okay, look, there's the sun gone, blocked out by dark clouds now. So we shall see. I do have good news. Since my kids have started school, I will be getting back into my normal streaming routine. When it comes to Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I will be streaming from home, from my main rig, and I know I was dreading it for the longest time, but on a recommendation from a couple people, the game to play this week and probably for the foreseeable future will be Fortnite. Now, don't get me wrong, it will not be an everyday thing. Just so you know, I will not be streaming Fortnite constantly. I might do it only Friday nights, maybe only Wednesday nights, because those are my longest nights, the ones I can continuously stream for as long as I like. Simply because Thursday night I need to cut off early, or at a fixed time usually, because I need to work early the next morning. That'll be Friday morning. So, yes, I will start streaming Fortnite. I will actually be getting the game up and running. That is, first time run, appropriate game settings, visuals, audio, graphics settings, things of that nature. I'll be setting all that up tomorrow in preparation for the live stream at 9 p.m. tomorrow night, where, again, the game of the stream will be Fortnite. I actually already have the game installed from the Epic Game Store. The game is fully installed. I made sure that my OBS software is open source. OBS Studio is updated, up and running. My transitions are working just like before. Just making sure everything's still working since I haven't used it in a while. But yes, tomorrow night, 9 p.m., I will be playing Fortnite. Gives me the heebie-jeebies just saying it. Now, in addition to that, now I know a big thing about Fortnite is the skins and the this and the that, the monetary transactions that they have for the game, which do not add anything to the gameplay. I will not be participating in that. One, because I am not a fan of microtransactions unless they actually add usable, functional content to the game. A player skin is not that. Ergo, I will not be participating in anything doing with skins. If it does not add anything to my gameplay or my ability to play, it will not be done. Simple as that. Now, if I do happen to come across again upon a game mechanic that does aid in my gameplay in some way, shape, or form, either adding legitimate functional content to the game, or in some way, shape, or form make my gameplay either easier or more accessible, then yes, I will be shelling out the real money to purchase that particular content. Because I'm not above spending money on games as long as I'm getting something legitimate out of it. Perfect example is Things DLC. Now, if you don't know what DLC is, and usually these are for those of you that have been living under a rock for the past decade or so, maybe more. DLC stands for downloadable content. Now, this is usually, depending on the game, additional content to the game. If it's like a first-person shooter, usually it's in the form of additional weapons, maybe another level or two, something along the lines like that. When it comes to single-player games, in most cases, usually role-playing games, you get additional stories, like entirely fleshed out, voice acted in many cases, storylines that not only add locations, characters, but also add weapons, dialogue options, additional things for your character to experience or be a part of that are normally not part of the normal gameplay. Perfect example is I'm currently replaying The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. This game came out in 2006. So we're talking about a game that is 16 years old. Now, The Elder Scrolls 4 was very, very, very highly received when it released because not only was it the fourth major title in the Elder Scrolls series following Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 3, it added on and basically took the Morrowind formula and expanded it even bigger. And another great thing about Oblivion was that it could be user modded, and it wasn't even overly difficult. I personally have never not modded Oblivion, but I have partaken in other people's mods. Now, usually a mod adds weapons, maybe some reskins for weapons, for characters, but some very intuitive modders have decided that they were going to add whole large content. We're talking about, again, expanded storylines, additional characters, dialogue options, and content that can actually be beneficial or detrimental to your character that normally is not in the game. But in the case of DLC, usually mods are free. In the case of paid DLC, for Oblivion, you have the two biggest ones, which were the Knights of the Nine expansion and the Shivering Isles, which, depending on how you played and the outcome of the story, you could potentially be the new Daedric god of madness, Sheogorath. That's if you play the Shivering Isles storyline in a particular way. But not only did it also add a storyline, it also added new character interactions, new locations to visit, many new quest lines, weapons, items, take your pick. It added a bunch of that stuff. So when I say I'm willing to spend money on a game for additional content, that's what I'm talking about. Another more modern example, more recent example, would be The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim. Now, the base game of Skyrim is great on its own, but some of the DLC added so much extra content. Again, two of the major ones are the Dawnguard expansion, which added another faction to join, two factions actually, as well as the ability to become a vampire lord. Now, the vanilla game, which is a unmodded game, that's what vanilla stands for. It's plain. You could normally be attacked by a vampire and contract the vampire disease. If you do not treat it soon enough, you then become a vampire. Simple as that. Along with all the great strength and speed and yada yada yada, you also have the detriment of, taking damage in direct sunlight, people automatically not giving you the time of day because they know what you are, things like that. But a vampire lord actually goes through a physical transformation, turning into basically a humanoid winged bat with vampiric powers. Along with that, you also gain new areas to explore, new weapons to take advantage of, an entirely new storyline, fully voiced with many dialogue options, as well as additional quests to partake as part of the Dawnguard expansion. My favorite one, however, is the second major DLC release for the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, and that would be Dragonborn. Dragonborn took the idea of the main character's role in the story as the last Dragonborn and introduced you to the first Dragonborn. And built an entire storyline around that. Multiple quests involved, as well as the ability to travel to an area people know from Morrowind, the island of Solstheim. And it is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Again, characters, dialogue options, voice dialogue by many new characters to interact with, as well as new weapons, armor, areas to explore, things to do, added shouts, dragon shouts, many new things to do, many new things to see and experience as part of the Dragonborn expansion. So again, when I say I am willing to spend money on a game I already bought, it's for something like that. We're talking about major additions to the game. Trying to think of any newer games that I've played that added on something like that. And there's not really I can think of off the top of my head, but you get the idea. So, back to Fortnite. I will not be buying skins. If I'm going to be yelled at for being default, then I will be default. But I will not be buying skins. Because again, they do not add functional content to the game. It's literally just a skin, a graphical change, a swap out, if you will, versus the default skins in the game versus some new added on content, which again does not change the gameplay. Like if I'm a default skin character versus say a person skinned like Rick from Rick and Morty, Rick Sanchez. he does not have a playable advantage over me because he has that skin. If anything, it would make him stand out like a sore thumb and make it easier for someone to not only find, but also interact in the form of blowing them away. So maybe the skins aren't always such a nice thing to have. Maybe default isn't such a bad thing. So, tomorrow night, 9 p.m., here on the channel for the Black Hood Crew, as well as all my other social media. You can follow along at My Name at the Corner, minus Instagram and TikTok, because I still do not have live stream privileges at TikTok, nor do I have it attached to my PC. Anyway, I will be playing Fortnite. Again, I will have to set it up beforehand, but I work tomorrow. I know it's an extra shift. They needed the help, and they've done me solids in the past, so I'll help them out. But I will be getting home, and once I am more streaming presentable, I will be initiating and getting Fortnite. Again, that means going through the various settings, making sure everything is optimal. Graphic settings, audio settings, gameplay settings, what have you. Make sure my controls, obviously keyboard and mouse, because there's nothing better. There is no better control scheme than a keyboard and mouse. Once I go through all that, make sure everything else is set up, 9 p.m. streaming starts, and you will see me playing Fortnite. And I can't believe I'm doing this, but that's what people want. I've had people in real life, that's IRL, in real life, told me, when am I going to start playing Fortnite? And initially, I was like, never! But you say never. Well, never say never. Here I go. Like I said, this will be starting tomorrow night, 9 p.m., here on the channel for the Black Hood Crew, as well as Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Trovo, at My Name there in the corner. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to play for a good couple hours. Try and see how I do in this type of Battle Royale style PvP game. PvP standing player versus player. We're going to see. We're going to see how I do. We're going to see how many people will yell at me for being a noob, at least to the game. Yelling at me for being a default character, which I couldn't give a rat's ass about anyway. But we will see. So again, 9 p.m. tomorrow night, the Black Hood Crew channel on YouTube and Facebook. My name there in the corner on Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Trovo. Now, I will be recording my gameplay. And I think this will be the first time that I will actually use my recorded gameplay, which was played live, and create little snippets. I have to download PM. Alright, I'll have to get my hands on some video editing software, but yes, I will be editing down some clips, probably my better gameplay moments, to post on TikTok and Instagram. So I may not be playing live on TikTok and Instagram, but you will still see some of what was done or what happened during my first live stream of Fortnite. Now, That does not mean I will be playing flipping Fortnite every single time I'm at home. Maybe once or twice, but not 3 days straight. Maybe this week only. But there are other games I do want to play that I do want to get into, simply because of the great opportunities that they are. One of them being Stray. Now, if you have not seen or heard of Stray, again, you got to get out from under that rock, because Stray is a great experience. I have talked about this before, about playing a cat. Not a super powered cat, not a modified cat, not a genetically engineered cat. A regular flippin' cat. And it is fantastic. So I will be playing Stray. If not this week, definitely next week, I will be playing Stray. Now, like I said before on the last time I spoke about Stray, this was maybe a couple weeks ago, it is not a long game. So I will probably dedicate an entire live stream to playing the game from beginning to end. Just because. One, the game is not very long at all. But two, because it's a very relaxing experience playing a cat. So, like I said, this week, live streaming Fortnite from home, 9 p.m. here on the channel for the Black Hood crew. And then my name on Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Trovo, as well as finding, if you follow along on TikTok and Instagram, I will modify down some clips, make them TikTok worthy, put them on, enjoy. When it comes to Stray, expect that next week. I will not be doing clips of that for TikTok and Instagram. Maybe I will. I'm not sure yet. So until then, enjoy what I have. Enjoy this. But yeah, I will definitely see you guys tomorrow night, 9 p.m. for Fortnite, as well as Thursday and Friday night, most likely continuing with Fortnite. Next week, more Fortnite, as well as my full-on story playthrough of Stray. Yeah, so look out for that coming in the future. In the meantime, I am just arriving to work. I just got to find myself a parking space. Nice simple one where the likelihood of hitting anybody is low to zero. Here we go. Alright, so I have arrived at work, and we're going to go ahead and cut the stream out here, mostly because it looks like there's going to be a torrential downpour, so that means I got to bust out my umbrella, which I have one right here. So, once again, Darkness 30XX of the Black Hood crew. Name is always there in the corner. YouTube and Facebook at the Black Hood crew. My name on Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Trovo, for all live stream purposes, and for short clips and my other shenanigans, it's TikTok and Instagram. So until tomorrow night, 9 p.m. for Fortnite, and I will see you then. Be safe, be smart, and be excellent to each other.